Have you ever felt like you're only just scratching the surface of what your Mac can actually do? Well, in the next few minutes, we are going to completely change that. We're going to take you from being a casual user to a totally confident Mac Pro. So, you ready to really master this thing? Let's dive in. Here's our game plan. We'll start with the basics, your Mac's command center. Then we'll get into organizing your digital life, which, let's be honest, we all need. After that, we'll talk about keeping your Mac in tip-top shape. And finally, we'll wrap up by showing you what to do when things decide to go a little sideways. Okay, first up, let's get the lay of the land. This is all about understanding the fundamental tools you'll be using pretty much every single day. So these are your core controls, kind of like the dashboard in your car. You've got the Finder for all your files, the Apple menu up in the corner for system-wide stuff, system preferences where you can tweak everything, and then you have the super useful Control Center and, my personal favorite, the absolute game changer, Spotlight. Let's start with the Finder. The best way to think of it is as your Mac's home base. It's the digital filing cabinet for everything you own, your documents, your apps, all of it. If you need to find something on your computer, this is pretty much always where you start. Now let's talk about your Mac's secret weapon, Spotlight. Seriously, forget digging through folders, just hit Command Spacebar and you can instantly find any file, launch any app, or even do quick calculations. Need to know what $100 is in euros? Just type it in. It is, without a doubt, the single fastest way to get around your Mac. All right, you've got the navigation down. Now let's talk about how to tame that digital chaos we all create and really make your workspace work for you, not against you. Does this screen look at all familiar to you? You've got like a dozen windows open, apps scattered all over the place. It's just impossible to focus. We have all been there. But don't worry, your Mac has this brilliant built-in way to handle this very problem. And that solution is called Mission Control. With just a quick swipe up, you get this amazing bird's eye view of everything that's running. But the real magic here is creating separate virtual desktops. You can have one for your work stuff, another one just for messaging, maybe a third for research. It's an absolute game changer for staying focused. Okay, let's clear something up that trips a lot of people up. iCloud Drive versus Keychain. They sound similar, but they do totally different things. iCloud Drive is for your files, your documents, your photos, so you can get to them anywhere. Keychain, on the other hand, is like a secure digital vault for your private data, all your passwords and credit card numbers. So one is about convenience, the other is all about security. Now, for those of you who want to go a little deeper, there's the terminal. And look, don't let it intimidate you. The best way to think about it is like you're just popping the hood on your car. You probably won't need it every day, but just knowing it's there for those super powerful direct commands, well, that's part of becoming a true Mac Pro. All right, so your digital life is nice and organized. Now let's make sure the machine itself is running in tip-top shape. This part is all about being a responsible Mac owner, and most importantly, protecting your precious data. When it comes to keeping your Mac healthy, it really just boils down to two things: making regular backups and doing a little proactive checkup on your hard drive. If you do these two things, you're going to be ready for pretty much anything life throws at you. And honestly, the absolute best way to handle backups is with Time Machine. It could not be simpler. All you do is connect an external drive, you tell your Mac to use it one time, and that's it. It just works quietly in the background, creating this complete safety net for your entire digital life. Set it and forget it. And for that proactive maintenance, you've got Disk Utility. Think of it as your Mac's built-in first aid kit. If your computer starts acting a little sluggish or strange, running the first aid function is a great way to diagnose and fix common drive problems. It's an essential first stop for any troubleshooting. So, you're doing all the right things, you're keeping your Mac healthy, but what happens if something still goes wrong? In our final section, we're going to arm you with an emergency toolkit for those, heart-stopping moments when your Mac just refuses to cooperate. It's that moment of pure panic, right? You press the power button, you see the little Apple logo, and then nothing. But don't worry, you actually have incredibly powerful recovery tools built right into the system to handle this exact situation. The two big tools you need to know are Safe Mode and macOS Recovery. Think of it this way. Safe Mode is for diagnosis. It starts your Mac with only the bare essentials, which helps you figure out what's causing the problem. macOS Recovery, on the other hand, is for major surgery. It's a totally separate little system that lets you repair your drive, restore from a backup, or even reinstall macOS from scratch. And honestly, just understanding the difference between those two modes is a massive step toward Mac mastery. It means you can look at even the scariest computer problems and handle them with confidence because now you have a plan. And just like that, we've come to the end of our journey. You now know how to navigate like an absolute pro with Finder and Spotlight, how to organize your entire workflow with Mission Control, protect everything you have with Time Machine, and even rescue your Mac with its recovery tools when things go wrong. You've officially gone from novice to a capable, confident user. You have the skills, you have the knowledge to make this powerful machine truly your own. So the only question left is, what amazing thing are you going to do with it?